Going, friends? It's Clutto from Flatland Cavalry, and you're on the morning ride with the one and only Jody Lee on Texas Homegrown Radio.
I'm Roddy Decker, and you're in the woods listening to the morning ride.
I think we just need a little music.
It's the morning ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the morning ride.
Come on, Dewey. Join the party.
No, Dewey, you don't want this. Get out of here.
You know what? I don't want no hangover. I can't get no hangover.
It doesn't give you a hangover.
Get addicted to it or something?
It's not habit forming.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. I don't want to overdose on it.
You can't OD on it.
It's not going to make me want to have sex, is it?
It makes sex even better.
Sounds kind of expensive.
It's the cheapest drug there is. You don't want it.
I think I kind of want it.
Okay, but just this once. Come on in.
The Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Welcome into the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
Live from Texas Homegrown Studios.
Closed caption for the thinking impaired.
These liners get me out.
Oh, man. Happy Tuesday. It is election day. I almost elected not to come to work today, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. The Morning Ride brought to you by some great sponsors, like our friends over at Brazos River Air Conditioning.
That's right. If you need help with your AC,
call Wacy. You can find them online, brazosriverac.com.
That's right.
That's a good cup of Joe. The Morning Ride also brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Nice.
I'm getting there.
Heck yeah,
I'm getting there.
First try.
Yeah. Kyle Park's gained a little weight. He's making a bigger splash these days.
Oh my God.
The Morning Ride also brought to you by Dana Dethridge and Double D Barbecue.
That's right. Where you don't need no teeth to chew.
Some good food over there.
Man,
wish he'd bring us some of them breakfast burritos again.
I know, man. I need me some of them in my life.
Why would he bring those to us? Get us hooked and then not bring more?
It's
Like
it's
just wrong.
Yep.
It's just wrong.
I got a hanker now. You know, a bad addiction. I mean, it's actually a good addiction. Except from the waistline.
Yeah. Well, but it's fat free.
It's true.
His wife told me they don't charge for the fat, so that's fat free.
Sure good though.
The Morning Ride also brought to you by our friends over at Triple Crown Ford in Lincoln.
That's right. Let the horses run.
I'll give me some coconut shells. Do like old school, like you used to do on the movies.
Heck yeah.
The Morning Ride also brought to you by Wiley Disposal.
Is your trash not Wiley?
Go Wiley.
Don't lose your Smiley.
Oh, man. Appreciate those sponsors. If you'd like to be a sponsor, hit us up. We'll talk to you about it.
That's right.
For 3 easy payments of $199.99 and some trade-ins for Jeb for things he needs. No, just kidding.
For real though, like
Jeb will send you a rider. You know, it's weird. Back when I was booking stuff at big places, the riders that people, stuff they put on there, and I would call them because I knew the artist, right? You know, and so like their people would send me these riders, and I would call the artist and be like, "What the heck is this?" And they're like, "I don't know. They just put stuff in there." I'm like, "Why? Why even do that?" And they're like, "I don't know, just to see if it happens." Like Randy Rogers and some of those guys, they always put like new socks.
oh my God.
Which I guess if you're on the road, that's pretty cool because instead of doing laundry, you just throw them away. You get new socks.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That might be better than green M&Ms. I don't know.
I like the green M&Ms personally.
I saw there was a venue somewhere. I think you sent it to me. They had like a vending machine and just had green M&Ms in it.
Yep. Nothing but The green ones are the best ones. They are. I don't know why. They're the best ones.
Good morning, Jose. I got something for you. I'm trying to put it on here. If I can get my email to work this morning. I was going to be prepared, but I couldn't move this morning because I did too much work yesterday.
We got pictures of all the decorations we put up at your house.
Yeah, the new 5 and dimer blow up Christmas ornaments that go in your yard.
We got you a 13-foot Santa Claus.
Looks a little like me, just saying.
Oh.
No, I don't do those anymore.
Sophisticated.
Those days have changed. Let's see.
When I was a kid, I thought that sophisticated meant you were a good fighter.
I guess it could.
Sophisticated,
I guess it could.
I am sophisticated.
I'm sophisticated at you. I'm sophisticated at you. That's weird.
Exactly. Sophisticated.
Man, I was trying to email myself. Maybe it's not working.
Or maybe that's when somebody punches you in the face. You got sophisticated. You
got knocked out.
You got
sophisticated.
If you dissect some words, they don't make any sense. Like if you say a word long enough, enough times, it doesn't. It takes on. It loses all meaning. Like say phone. Phone.
That's annoying.
I know. It doesn't make any sense, dude.
Hey, let's look at the national holidays while we wait for my email to work. How about that?
Sounds good. Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can guess it. I think one of them is National Donut Day.
It is National Donut Day.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Today is National Donut Day.
I knew it. I could see it.
It's National Donut Vote for the Wrong Person Day.
That's right.
Donut. Donut do it.
Yep.
Donut do it.
You should never vote with someone that has toe in their name. Oh, wait. That was just me making fun. Okay, never mind.
Oh, now my email's decided to work. Oh, wow, I'm getting lots of emails in.
All kinds of emails.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know what was going on with that.
Me neither.
But anyway, it's National Donut Day. It is National Love Your Red Hair Day. Cool. So for people that don't have souls.
Oh, man.
What did he say? He said,
that's grounds for divorce in Texas.
Especially if you're with a redhead.
I think that's why he said it.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
It is also... that's it. It's National Love Your Red Hair Day and National Donut Day. And it's Election Day, of course. That's what everybody's talking about.
Election
Day. I'm just ready for the commercials to be over. Like I hate political commercials.
Yeah, but you remember that movie? It's got Will Ferrell in it, and that one dude from it's got the guy from Hangover.
Oh yeah.
What is that called? Elections?
Yeah, that's a great one.
Election Day. It's called Election Day or something.
And he's. I love when he's at the table with the family and they're all telling things they did that was wrong.
Yeah. Dude,
that might be my favorite part.
My favorite was whatever the dude. He makes the smear campaign videos. It's like
it was Zach Galifianakis or whatever his name is.
He goes, such and such can't even please his wife.
Yeah, it was Zach.
Such and such had to do it for him.
Yeah, and he started out such a really nice guy, and then he turned into such a terrible person. Yeah. I think that's what happens to him. I mean, I think the problem is
comedy, but like it's pretty on point, man.
Yeah, I think the problem is they all start out good, but then you can't be a good guy in politics. I don't think it's possible.
I mean, I think if John Wayne would have been in politics,
they would have ruined him.
I think he would have been fine.
I think they would have ruined him.
No. I think he would have kicked everybody's ass.
I don't know. Hey, good morning, Holly. And
say,
Jericho says he's a redhead. How will we know you're bald? Like, how would I know that he's a redhead?
Jericho.
Yeah.
I knew there was something wrong with you, boy.
He's bald. Like, he has no hair on him. I don't know. I don't think he has curtains or drapes. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning, Gib. And Robert Boyd. Look at there. He said it's Tommy Boy Day. Hey, here's something for Holly and for Jose. I actually put up the first of many Christmas trees last night. That one was a beast. That one is a beast. I watched the Kansas City game last night.
Yeah.
That was a good game. Went into overtime.
Oh yeah.
Really thought Tampa Bay had a chance, but just couldn't do it.
That's taller than Taylor Swift's ego.
But I woke up this morning and I couldn't move because I climbed a ladder so much,
Oh, yeah.
And my body was just like, I woke up and it was like, nope. And I was like, oh, I got to go in. It's election day. And then I was like, I should elect just to stay in bed. That's what I think I should do. But because of
The polls say no.
because of our conversation yesterday and me giving Jose a hard time, I thought, you know what? I got to put my money where my mouth is.
Yep.
Like I said, it's first day of Christmas. You should start decorating. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
So I did it.
I feel like we should do drive-by tinselings, or something. Where we just have like throw bombs that like you just freaking throw at the house and it explodes all over, just putting tinsel and Christmas stuff all over.
Yeah, we'd be like the opposite of the Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like it'd be like when you egg someone's house on Halloween, except for instead of egg, it's like Christmas stuff.
What?
Yeah. Like, what's all this tinsel in my tree? Tinseled your tree, bro.
You done got tinseled.
You done got tinsel.
Welcome to Tinseltown.
Nobody frowns in Tinseltown. Too shiny.
Jose is proud of me. I think he says that that's what happens when you decorate early. You get sore. I still got like 4 more trees to go. I got to start early. I'll never get it all done.
For real.
I mean, we're busy people. We got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly.
I put up signs. I put up all kinds of stuff. I haven't even done plus, I got to do the front gates.
Honestly, I'd never decorate.
We're going to decorate in the studio. Could do a Texas homegrown tree. Like, just put like, we can make ornaments out of like bullets and
I like it.
empty shell casings.
Now let's shoot critters and get them stuffed and hang them on there.
It'd be cool to have a Christmas tree with a stuffed coon in it. That's very true.
Squirrels, moles, all kind of stuff,
Cal shot a huge coon the other night. I didn't realize how big it was till I saw the buzzards eating it yesterday.
Oh, really?
I'm like, what is that? It looked like a little bear. I thought it was a baby bear. It was a coon. I think it's been eating corn for a while. I've been feeding that one out.
Oh, shoot.
Man, they could have made a hat for a big fat guy for that.
That sucker got into cottonseed.
Could have made 2 coonskin caps on it.
Right.
I saw somebody was posting. They made
What's that? It's a coon jacket.
They were making koozies out of squirrels. Have you seen that? I think it was Anthony that was doing that.
Yeah. But the nuts and the pecker are still on there.
Yeah, they're still in the tail.
Yeah.
Like,
the tail's like...
Yeah. I think that's so you can, whenever Roger Kreger sings, you can sling your beer around with the squirrel tail.
What the hell, dude?
And make it easier, wouldn't it? Like, I think it would work. Like, if you're going to throw beer and waste it, you put it in the squirrel koozie and go nuts.
Oh, yeah.
You just go nuts.
I like it. Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. That'd be like the song for if you get the male or the female ones.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But if you got the male ones, it looks like you could put like your little salt packets in there, or like, if you like things with your beer, to stick it in the little pockets.
Right.
Yeah.
Got a little joke for you.
Go nuts with it. But
Well, Squirrel.
Okay.
You come to see his old buddy.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh man, come and check my house out. You're gonna love it." And they go up in there, and everything's made out of acorns. And he looks over and he says, "I used to think you were crazy, but now I can see your nuts."
Oh man, that's good stuff. Jericho barely says, "In the pumpkin patch, Mr. Clean is a moneymaker."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Watch out for Brawny.
Stay out of them pumpkins.
Watch out for Brawny.
That's why he's not allowed at pumpkin patches anymore. They're like, you could use a knife to make that face in the pumpkin, Jericho.
Oh my god.
Happy Shalloween.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Sorry, I'm on fire this morning.
For real.
That's what happens. I got in my jolly Christmas spirit.
Heck yeah. That's when you start off the day with some tacos and Codago.
Maybe we need. Oh, you know what we need is Santa Claus. We need Santa Claus. Hang on.
Ho, ho, ho. Hi, it's Santa, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with Jody Lee and friends. And if you're not, Santa's bringing you coal. Merry Christmas.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Good old Santa.
Santa's workshop.
Santa Claus. He likes me. I was really sad. I went to Big Lots yesterday.
He's mad at me.
Went to Big
I
Lots
stole his
yesterday.
catalytic converter.
Went to Big Lots yesterday, my favorite store, and they're closing. They're going out of business
Come on.
here. Yeah, the manager lady, she goes, evidently I went there way more than I thought because the manager lady, I was talking to her, and I was like, man, I'm really sad this store's closing. And she's like, you've been a really good customer all these years. Like you've been one of our best customers. I'm like, oh, yeah? Like, she knows me on a first name basis.
Wait a minute.
I said, how long have you?
customers do
I said,
have?
how long have you been here? And she said, 13 years. She said she was at HEB for like 12 years, and then when that store opened, she moved and was like 13 years. And I said, what are you going to do now? And she goes, guess retire. She goes, but I really thought I had a couple more years left in me.
Well, such is it. Such
Sad, man. Sad. I love that store.
You know, we need to just like buy it out and switch 2 letters and just lot.
I was gonna ask her.
Ligbots.
Vicky already left. You know, I remember what I did to them the other day, but I feel like it's my fault that the store's going out of business. And I got to tell this story because I kind of briefly told it when it happened, but I don't know if, and I feel like it's my fault. I felt guilty yesterday.
Did you tell her?
No, I started to, but then I didn't.
Yeah, probably best that you did.
Probably better.
Probably
So what happened was, before they had the going out of business sign, I called up there and I was looking for those bed risers, you know, to like make a bed taller. I wanted 4 bed risers, right? And I figured they'd sell. They used to sell them, but no one in town had them, and I'd already went to like 4 stores.
Oh shit!
I guess all the college kids bought them for their bunk beds in the dorms. They all use that to make them, you know.
Yeah.
Like where you could actually get on them. I don't know why they don't just make beds taller, but
They don't make no sense.
yeah, short people are in control.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was looking for these bed risers. I call up there to the Big Lots, and this lady answers, and she was just not in a good mood at all. Like you could just tell, you know what I mean? Like you could tell when they answer the phone, they're like, "Hello, this is Big Lots." And I was like, "Yeah, could you tell me if you got these bed risers in stock? Because I don't want to drive across town again, and then, you know, just want to know if they're in stock." I don't know. That would be a question for Vicky. I'm like, well, could you ask Vicky if Vicky's the one? I don't know if she's here. I guess I could try, but if she's not here, I mean, you're just gonna have to call back later. That's what she tells me, and that kind of perturbed me.
What?
At that moment's when I got a little perturbed, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like.
Wait.
Why am I?
All went wrong.
That's when it all changed. And so I was like, well, put Vicky on the phone. So she puts me on hold forever. Like I could have went to the store and looked by this point. Like, I mean, I'm holding hold. There's music. And I know this lady just wanting me to go away. She's probably watching the phone like, oh, he's not going to hang up. So she gets back on the phone. She goes, I can't find Vicky. And so I said, well, the reason you can't find Vicky is she's working with me, and this is Corey from corporate. And what we're doing is we're calling all the stores to see, check on customer service. And quite frankly, you failed today. And there was just silence. There was just silence, right? And she's like, corporate? And I was like, yeah, see, here's the thing. If someone calls to see if something's in stock, you should know if it's in stock, right? Yes, sir. I said, it shouldn't be just Vicky's job, right? Like, Vicky shouldn't be the only one that knows what's there. And she's like, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I said, so next time that someone calls the store and asks if something's in stock, what are you going to do? She goes, I'm going to go find out if it's there. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. This is what I'm talking about. This is why corporate's calling to see about customer service. We got to do this for every customer. You know, I built her up because I thought then it didn't help me, but the next person, it's going to help. And then I thought about it later and I thought, crap. I bet when Vicky gets back, this lady's going to be like, you're working with corporate? You're a spy? And so when I found out that Vicky's no longer there, I feel like maybe that was my fault.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it was my fault. But like 2 weeks after that, they have a going out of business
Maybe that
sign.
chick was in a bad mood because they were going out
And
of
you know
business.
who was there helping get everything out of the store? Like there was empty racks everywhere.
Vicky.
No, corporate.
What?
I had no idea. I feel like maybe it's my fault. Maybe I brought corporate in.
No. I think, you know what I think happened? I think she was in a bad mood because she was finding out about the layoffs.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. But it sure fit more about corporate.
That's crazy, though.
I had no idea.
What? There's people from corporate there a week later?
Yeah. It's like a week or 2 weeks. I don't know, something like that.
That's weird.
I was over getting my medicine at HEB. I looked over and they have this big sign going out of business. And I went, it's my fault.
We
I shut down the Big Lots.
We should start one called Lot Bigs in the same building. And we just switch the words.
Dude, they were selling everything. They're selling the shelves and the racks that stuff is on. They're selling.
Really?
Yeah. They're selling everything. Like the coolers that have the Pepsis in them. They had a sign that said the coolers are already sold, but they were still selling drinks out of them.
What?
They're selling everything. Everything's got to go.
What?
If you need furniture,
I want a cash register.
they got like couches in there.
I always
Everything's
wanted
like
a
40.
cash register so I could play teller.
They don't have those kind anymore. No, it's all. It's all
dang it.
It's all computers now. But they have like,
Missed my
like
shot.
if you need a couch, like they have all kinds of furniture. I bought us another table, like the Five and Dimer table. I
For
forgot
real?
to tell you that. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So now we got an extra because they only had one left. So I was like, I better buy that.
Right on.
But everything was like 50% off. I mean, I may have shut them down, but I got y'all some deals going on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's there because Vicky's not there, but there's stuff. They got stuff.
Did you ever call in just to ask if something was in stock again?
No, I thought about it. I but I was like, maybe my number's on a like don't answer. Yeah, if this guy calls, do this.
It's genius.
I was like, why didn't I record that though? That
It
would
is
have been
the
great.
best.
That would have been great to do for radio. It turned out so good.
That would.
Never happens.
I can't believe you shut down the Big Lots, man.
I think I did. I think it's my fault. Like I'm really sad about it. I like that store.
See, I'm an anti-consumer. I've figured out what I am. I'm not a consumer because I don't go to any stores ever. I do not buy things.
You don't? Well, no.
I never buy
except
things.
for the convenience store. That guy loves you.
Yeah, I'll buy a pack of smokes, you know.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, he needs to get it right. Thank you. Come again.
Yeah.
I told him that.
You've been working on him. He'll get there.
I told him that. But he's very resistant to the...
But if you quit smoking cigarettes, you would never have to go in a store ever.
I know. Like it's selling me on it. Except for when I need tequila.
You need to quit. You just need to quit. I did it. You can do it.
I'm working on it. It's hard.
It's
There's so
changed
many
my
stupid
life.
people in the world that it makes me smoke more.
It's just an excuse.
Excuses.
Yeah. If I can do it, you can do it.
Dang it. Hey, to be fair though, you had like 15 extra years smoking than I've had.
Yeah, that should make it harder.
You got a lot
That should
more
make it harder, not easier.
No, you got to finish your whole smoking adventure.
No,
like
that's not true.
Yeah, nobody ever told
No.
you like, all right, it's time to quit.
No, that's a cop out.
It is.
That's like a guy telling his wife, "Oh, I cheated on you because I didn't have enough years sleeping around before you."
You're right.
See, that don't work. Damn it. Yeah, that would never work.
I just like smoking. It's hard.
It's difficult. It is hard. It's the worst thing ever.
Difficult, man.
If I could find the guy that started me, I'd still kick his ass.
Seriously.
And I still remember him.
Yeah.
In college, I didn't smoke in high school. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't drink or smoke. But in college, there was this guy, and he was in my communications class, right?
Yeah.
And I worked at the radio, but I never had a radio voice per se.
That you knew of?
Back then, you were supposed to have that, the really deep, like all the radio guys had the really deep and raspy.
I'm Howard Stern.
Yeah. Here's the rest of the story. And so this guy was in my class, and he was this little skinny dude, and he had the best voice you've ever heard. Like he was like a voiceover guy. And he was older than the rest of us. Like he was an older guy in our class that had went back to college. And I was like, man, you got the best voice ever. And he goes, you know how I got it? He says it to me like in a radio guy, He goes, you want to know how I got it? I said, yeah. How did you get that voice? He goes, I didn't always have this voice. But what I did was I started smoking Marlboro Reds and drinking straight whiskey. And that's where I created this great, deep, raspy radio voice.
Dude, it makes
And
me
he
want to
goes,
start smoking.
What you need to do is go get you some Marlboro Reds and drink you some whiskey, and you'll be just like me.
God, that made me want to
So,
smoke cigarettes.
20 years later, I thought, I still don't have that damn voice. I still don't have...
It's pretty spot
If I
on.
could find that guy,
It's pretty good.
if I could find that guy.
Yeah, the guy who got me started smoking, I'd love to go and just sock that dude right in the mouth. Because I was like 13, 12, 13. But I was real tall. Like, I was a big kid. But this dude was like, 25. And I was hanging out with him and
There's your problem.
these girls. And
Okay, there's your first
there was
problem.
this whole party
Yeah,
crowd.
there's your first problem.
Yeah. I was hanging out with a
You
bunch
were
of
like at
people
Diddy's
that-
house.
Well, but I didn't look like I was young. You know what I mean?
You were like
I
the
was
Bieber.
tall.
You were the Bieber of the bunch.
Kind of. Except for instead of,
Yeah, it's different butts,
Except for-
cigarette butts, not the other thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But he threw me a pack of Main Streets. It's like, here, dude, and dude's like real losery kind of
Main
guy.
Streets.
He lived with his mom and dad, and he was like 25, but he looked like he was 35.
Yeah.
Probably was on meth. I don't know. But anyways, there's this whole party crowd of people that for
Note
some
to
reason
self,
they're hanging out with
Quit
me.
hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And old dude throws me a pack of, you remember them red Main Street cigarettes?
Horrible.
Terrible. They're like
Yeah.
sports,
I smoked them though.
And I got on smoking them suckers, and I was like, oh, this is great. I
Terrible.
feel great.
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh, yeah.
The aftertaste is what's so bad.
It tastes like old peanut butter. The aftertaste is terrible. But, yeah, I should have been hanging out. But I go sneak out and go skateboard with my friends, I go into town and friggin'... town is where all bad things happen. Everything's gravy when you leave town. When you get into town, that's when you start having problems.
Is it in town? Is it in town?
Is it in town? Is it in town? See, if I
You can do it. Look, Gibb says you can do it. He said he started smoking when he was 11 and quit smoking in 2005 cold turkey after smoking for 53 years.
Right on, brother.
Good job, Gibb.
Heck yeah, man.
See, it's possible.
It is.
It's a mind thing.
I
You
want to
just-
do it.
It
but I
really
don't
though.
wanna do it.
Really though, it's like it's kind of like how when you get really hungry,
Yeah.
and your stomach starts going, and you're like, oh god, I'm just starving to death, and then you get busy working, you forget,
Yeah.
and then like 2 hours later, you're like, I'm really not hungry anymore. That's how smoking is. Like if you can ever get past that, the cringy parts.
Yeah.
And then each time it gets less and less. Like the longer you go, the less and less.
Yeah.
But it's that cringy part that always makes you think, oh my God. Like I remember how bad, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, man, I was so bad that I remember when I would run out, like I remember looking at a cigarette on the ground thinking, that one don't look too bad.
I've done that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a bad habit when you're looking at stuff on the ground and think,
I've taken it.
That might be mine.
I've taken it a step further, and just like dumped out a bunch of cigarette butts from an ashtray, and just took all the tobacco out, and just
Made a new one?
re-rolled
Oh,
cigarettes
gosh,
with a
that's
filter
awful.
and everything. Yeah,
Would you do that with food? Think about it.
I mean,
No.
I've been homeless. So I've done some things with food. You know?
Is that when you lived in the van down by the river?
Oh yeah. You know, I mean,
I
sometimes
think you still should write a survival book because you really did pretty well
I
surviving.
did great, man.
You had some great tricks.
The homeless man's survival guide.
You really had some good tricks.
Yeah.
But you weren't really homeless. You had the van. That's a home.
Yeah.
I mean, you were a step above homeless.
Yeah. I was mobile.
Yeah.
Nomadic. but it really was great, you know. I mean, I never had to shoplift or anything, you know. I mean, I could figure that stuff out. Most of the time, I was fishing a lot.
You
know?
from Mobile, Alabama? No, I live in my Mobile down by the river.
I did a lot of fishing on
Damn
the
it,
river, man.
Bobby! I live in a Mobile.
It was kind of cool, you know. Honestly,
It's my Mobile home.
Runs
on propane.
Honestly, I realized something, you know, from being from having been on both sides of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Like I've been homeless and then I've had a home, so I've been on both sides, right? The fact is like the more stuff that you own, the more weighted down you feel. You know, whenever I was living in the van, I was like,
Dusty Star Williams for the win. You ready?
All right.
Does that make you mobile homeless? Oh, that's Dusty for the win right there. All right,
but it's like
mobile homeless.
Like say, the van life thing is not terrible because you got no bills, you got nothing to tie you down, but you also nobody wants to hang out with you because you live in a van. But when you got a bunch of stuff, then you owe a bunch of money for all the stuff.
Yeah, you're working to pay for the stuff that you don't really need.
Being mobile homeless is not bad.
We should get some roller skates and go give them to homeless people so they could be mobile homeless.
I thought that that guy that you stopped and helped on the side of the road, he's mobile homeless now.
Which one?
His burned. His caught on fire.
Oh yeah.
Now he's mobile homeless.
No joke. That dude, that was crazy. I was leaving here, and I pull into this. I was driving down 377 and 281, and I look over and there's this like RV on fire, like big time fire, and no one around except for this one little guy, and he was trying to get the car unhooked from the RV, and it's like, fire. So I pull in, and then his dogs take off running because the tires start popping on the RV. The fire was going so fast. It was like pop, like it sounded like a cannon going off. And then this guy's freaking out because his little dogs took off. They're like these little dachshunds, like these long. They're like the long weenie dogs, not the mini ones, but the big ones.
No.
And then one was a cocker spaniel.
It did throw up on its way out.
It was a cocker and a wiener, and they took off. And so I'm like, I get his car unhooked for him right from the thing, and it's on fire. Like I think we're about to blow up. Like this is a bad idea. I'm thinking because I'm not fast. Like I thought I was gonna have to run like the movies and dive when it blows up. It was almost that bad. So he gets the car undone, but he's so worried about his dogs that when he backs up, he runs over one of those little wood things, those little round posts that they have where you pull in.
Yeah.
Completely backs over, tears his muffler all the way off. Well, then, so then he jumps out of the car.
Oh my God.
And he's like, "Where's my dogs? Where's my dogs?" And I'm like, "They ran through that pasture." So he just takes off. So I'm there by myself with a burning RV and a car that's like it's high centered on a post because he backed over it. And I have to call the cops, right? So I call the police, and other people are stopping to help me because they think it's mine because I'm the only dude there. He went in the pasture. He took off in a pasture into the woods after his dogs. And everybody thinks it's mine. It looks like I killed somebody. It looks like I wrecked this RV and car, and like I'm at this murder scene. It was like terrible. And then so the cops come, the fire trucks, they put it out, and they're like, "Where is this guy?" And I'm like, "He's in the woods." Like he went through the fence and through this pasture, like a long ways off. And they're like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "He just left." And they're like, "Is there someone in the RV?" And I'm like, "God, I hope not. It's on fire."
They're dead.
Like,
sure.
yeah.
The bag was on fire.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That is nuts.
Yeah. But it looked bad because he left the scene, but I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Someone had to be there. And it caught the trees on fire. Like, it was like, it's still, you could see where it burned all that stuff.
That's crazy.
On a roadside park.
Good insurance money, though.
I don't know why. That was the weirdest thing. That dude was out of it.
I think he just wanted to get into it.
He was crying. He was like, where's my dogs? Where's my babies? That's all he cared about was his dogs.
Well, good filler. Good filler with his doggies.
Yeah, he didn't care about that
Yeah.
that expensive RV that was on fire in his car. He just wanted his dogs.
I got an idea. It's for a new product. I think we're gonna make $1 million off of it. A weasel gun. I want to shoot weasels at people. I want to be able to shoot a live weasel at someone, and then it just like expands and just catches their face.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, imagine if somebody tried to invade the U.S. and a bunch of people was shooting live weasels at them.
That would be scary.
Them suckers will tear you up.
That's why they don't want to invade the South.
Yeah.
Because we would come up with stuff like that.
Yeah.
I saw a guy, they were talking about, all this election stuff. And they're like, doesn't matter which way, there's going to be a war. There's going to be they're all like, and everybody's like.
Hey, buddy, we're in a civil war.
But I seen this comedian, and he goes, you know why other countries haven't invaded like through the South, why they would never do it? Because, and when it happens, there's going to be this guy running inside this bar somewhere in the South. This guy's going to run in and be like, guys,
finally happened.
It's finally here. The day we've all been waiting for. And he goes, and then everyone goes to their house, opens up their gun safes, and then they all load up in the back of pickup trucks
and
yelling,
killdozers.
Just take off screaming and yelling and shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, that's going to happen. They're going to be like, the guys are going to be like, this is the day we've all been waiting.
You're afraid of berserkers. Imagine 1,500 meth heads with homemade guns.
Rednecks.
No, I'm not talking about the rednecks. I mean the other faction. Like we got whole trailer parks full of people. They're like, wait, what? Let's go. We finally allowed to shoot people, boy. You know what I mean? They got no teeth.
I don't want those people. They might shoot us.
No, man. We want everybody. We especially want them because they'll run out there crazy. You know what I mean? With like a grease gun or something.
I think that's how they won in the first place. I mean, think about it. Like,
yeah,
George Washington, he was like a big old dude, but he had wood teeth. Can you imagine, like, some British army and they come through marching perfectly and doing their thing, and then you see this like big redneck dude with wood teeth, and, like somebody behind him with a coonskin cap and a freaking. They're like,
hey, he probably didn't chew bubble gum because it was made from sap.
Yeah. Oh, where'd you get them teeth? It wasn't from the cherry tree, I promise.
And I ain't lying.
These are cherry flavored teeth.
But it's funny because gum used to be made from spruce sap.
I want to know. Gibbs says you should try hitchhiking across the United States with nothing but your guitar and a suitcase. I wonder if he did that. He said it's so much fun. So maybe he did. Did you do that, Gib?
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I've
seen people do that. You would do that. You would survive. I would not.
I would find the coolest people.
I'm not a walker. They live across the road. But
they're always walking.
My neighbors, the walkers.
They always walk.
They're always walking. It's so weird.
Personifying their name,
Yeah. Maybe that's why my name sounds more like Cuddle. I'm more of a cuddler than a walker.
Don't cuddle.
Hey, man, it's fat guy weather. I'm ready now. Misty better get ready. I can't do a lot, but I can keep you warm.
Bro.
Oh, Gibbs said he did do that back in the early 70s.
Cool, man.
That's cool. That's back when people actually could hitchhike.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if people pick anybody up anymore.
I worry because it's illegal now. And
Probably was then, too.
So the other day, actually it was last year. Truck broke down, and I had to go up to the store to get some stuff, and it was like it was right at the last freeze last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go. So I took my backpack and put it on, and I started walking up to the store, And there's like ice and stuff, so I'm not gonna like try to ride a bike or do anything with wheels. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm walking. I mean, heck with it, I'm walking. And so I get up there and I walk all the way up to this corner store. We live about like 5 miles outside of town. So like I walk up to this corner store, and it's a good little trek, you know. And by the time I get up there, I'm thinking like on my way, I was like, it's not gonna be that bad. I get there and I'm like,
It's bad. I'm frozen.
yeah, I'm frozen. I'm tired. I got a backpack. Now I got to load it down with a bunch of stuff and walk back, you know. So, like, I start walking back, and I'm like, heck with this. I'm not walking all the way back. And so I stick my thumb out. And wouldn't you know it, the very first person that drives by me is a police officer. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Wasn't me. You know?
I'm just a fan of the Aggies. I thought you was an Aggie. Kick him.
So he goes all the way back down there, and he turns around and comes back, and he pulls in front of me, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, just sitting here. He's like, that was a stupid question. You're walking. Can I give you a ride? And I was like, absolutely. It's the first time that a police officer talked to me like that and didn't take me to jail. It was great.
Like, wait, is this a trick?
It was great. Yeah, he just wanted to see where I live. Well, he did give me a lift. It was cool. It was cool. And it was good too because somebody's dog.
At least he didn't like pull in and be like, this is where I was coming anyway.
What are you doing? Not walking.
Not hitchhiking, I promise.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
I'm just a fan of the Aggies.
Yeah,
kick them.
But he was cool. He did give me a lift home. He's like, you got a gun? And I was like, yep. And he's like, can you put it in the back? I was like, yeah.
Dusty said he did it too, but he didn't have a suitcase.
I would.
Awesome.
You know what I'd really like to do is I'd like to spend about like 6 months going across the country on a Harley and playing shows like that. It just like pretty much just nomad it out.
Yeah.
Camp in the woods outside of town, like Easy Rider style. You know what I'm
He
saying?
would do good on that. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know. But
I'm past my prime on that one.
But someday.
I'd have to stop every 5 minutes to pee.
One day I'm gonna just disappear. And people are gonna be like, "Where'd old Jim go?" Be like, nobody knows.
Nobody would pick me up as a hitchhiker because they'd be like, every 5 minutes, I'd be like, hey, can we stop and let me pee real quick? Like, get out. You're not riding with me. Sorry. Some dang heart pills, man. I gotta go.
Oh, man. That's good stuff right there.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, we probably should take a break. We'll take a little break. We'll come back. We'll do some more. Maybe Jeb will pull out that old Get Fiddle, and we'll do some live music. Oh, he's got it right there ready. Pearl's ready. She's waiting in the wings. So we'll do some live music.
You'd never asked.
We'll do some live music when we come back. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's called the internet, and it's completely revolutionized the way we live and access vital information. For example, have a look.
All things Texas. Texas Homegrown Radio.
I love the music they play.
Great songs.
Keeps me in a good mood.